Hi kids, how are you? I hope you're all fine. Welcome back to science class. In this video, we are going to discuss about interesting topics of science. In the previous class, we have discussed about reversible and irreversible changes in lesson 1. Now we are going to discuss about solute, solvent, solutions, soluble substances, insoluble substances, mixture, and separation of substances from a mixture. Have you ever mixed salt in water? Have you ever wondered why did the salt disappear after mixing it in water? Because the salt completely dissolved in water. Just like salt, sugar, powdered milk, juice mix, and glucose also dissolve in water. These substances are called solutes. The substance that dissolves in a liquid is called a solute. Water, milk, turpentine, and kerosene are capable of dissolving substances that are mixed in them. These substances are called solvents. The substance in which a solute dissolves is called a solvent. Since many substances dissolve in water, it is known as a universal solvent. Now let us discuss about solutions. A solution is formed when two or more substances mix together such that they are evenly distributed. For example, when we mix salt in water, we get a salt solution. The salt that dissolves completely in water, which is known as a solute. The water that dissolves the salt is known as the solvent. So, when we mix the solute in the solvent, we get a solution. Tea, coffee, and juice are some other examples of solutions. When we try to mix sugar in water, it completely dissolves in it. But if we try to mix oil in water, it does not. Do you know why? Substances like sugar can completely dissolve in water, but there are some substances like oil that do not dissolve in water. Substances that dissolve in water are called soluble substances. For example, sugar, glucose, salt, milk, honey, and coffee powder. Substances that do not dissolve in water are called insoluble substances. For example, sand, stone, wood, and oil. Now, let us discuss about mixtures. What happens when we add lemon juice and sugar in water to make lemonade? A mixture is formed. Very good. A mixture is a substance made by combining two or more different substances in such a way that no chemical reaction occurs. Did you know the seawater is actually a mixture because salt has dissolved in it? which we cannot see through our naked eye. Just like that, soup, health mix, tea, and even blood are some examples of mixtures. We can separate the components of a mixture by one or many processes. Let us discuss about them. We can separate the solid particles of different sizes by hand picking and sieving methods. Hand picking method is used to separate undesirable substances such as small pieces of stones or grits from wheat, rice, and pulses. The food grains containing small pieces of stones are taken in a flat container. The pieces of stones are picked up from the grains by hands, one by one, and thrown away. Sieving. The method of separating a mixture by using a sieve is called sieving. A sieve is a shallow vessel having small holes at its bottom. Flour and bran are separated by sieving process. This process is also used to separate pebbles and stones from sand at construction sites. We can also separate the solid particles that are mixed in a liquid by filtration and evaporation methods. Let us learn about them. Filtration. Filtration is a method used to separate insoluble substances from a liquid mixture. In this method, we can separate a mixture of water and sand by passing the mixture through a filter paper. The filter paper collects the sand as residue and the pure water is collected below. Just like that, we can also separate tea leaves from tea by using strainer in our home. Evaporation. Evaporation is a process in which a liquid changes into gaseous form on heating. In this method, we can separate soluble substances from a liquid. We can separate salt from salt solution by boiling it. We need to wait until all the water content will evaporate from the solution. Finally, the salt will be left behind in the vessel. That's all for today. I hope you all understood today's concept. We will meet in the next class. Thank you, children.